Alright, so in this video, we're going to be making the inside of this castle, which is basically the queue for the Mario Kart ride. And it's going to be really cool. There's going to be a really big Bowser statue. There's going to be like a ton of cool little details in there. And it's all going to be like a scary kind of queue path into the Mario Kart ride. And then next time, I guess we're just going to build the Mario Kart ride. So as you can see, there are a lot of like empty weird holes right here. We're gonna fill those up and then start with the queue. Okay, so right here there's gonna be a mountain. It's kind of connected to this thing, so I'm gonna try to make a mountain, maybe one sticking out right here, and then it connects all the way back. And then we're gonna make another mountain right here, and then another one like right there. So it's all just gonna kind of close in, so there's not really a hole right here where we can see back there. I gotta remember this pattern. So it's this one. And then what in the world? Why are these different colors? Okay, this should not be blue. I think I just forgot to paint those back to whatever it was. Okay, so it's going to be this solid one, and then the concrete one, and then the pebble one, and then I guess repeat. So let's just do that. Somehow I'm going to make it connect. It'll work out eventually. Okay, now we just have to build this mountain back here, and we just got to like fill in this entire hole. And the actual one doesn't have this entire space right here because the mountain is supposed to be closer to that thing, but we kind of messed up. So we're just gonna work with what we got because I am not redoing any of this. That would take centuries, I say. Centuries. Okay, we got all the blocks. Now we just have to paint here. Oh, no, we don't got all the blocks. We still need the grass piece. Oh, wait, no, we're gonna make this one go a little bit higher than this green one. Just because in the actual one, it goes about till where these ridges are right here. So I want to go about to there for this mountain. So we'll make it a little bit taller here. Wait, what's after the concrete? Pebbles. This is what we gotta place. So a little pebble one right here. Okay, now we're just gonna replicate this basically. Oh, wait. Let me fill this hole right here. See? There's a hole right there, and now it's filled. Perfect. So we're gonna replicate this mountain basically on this other side, and then we're gonna build one more right here. This is all kind of boring stuff, so I don't really want you guys to like watch me just place mountains over and over again. So I'll just skip to the part where we're done with all this area and we're gonna work on the inside. Okay, now that we finished all of the hills, it looks kind of wonky here because it's like really long right there, and it's not supposed to be like that in the real one, but we messed up, remember? So we're just gonna keep that there. But other than that, we have basically this entire thing kind of mapped out. We put some fences here, and I just kind of filled in all the spaces so there wouldn't be like any holes that you would like fall through if you just took the wrong step. And so we're kind of good now. The one thing I just barely noticed that there's like a big hole in is this area right here. Okay, there we go. Now you can't see a hole there, which is good. And so I did have this warp pipe here for whatever reason. I just saw it and I was like, you know what? Warp pipes are so easy to make. Let's make them. So I made one right there, and I'm not gonna put, usually I put the little black spot at the top to make it like look like there's a hole right there, but I didn't do that because you're not gonna be able to like see it from the top. You're just gonna see it from kind of down here, and so you never need to see that there's no black little hole up there. So I think that's good. But now what we're gonna do, I think what we're gonna do is put a teleporter right here, so then like I have space somewhere else to put it. So I'll make the cube path still back here, but I'm gonna put a teleporter there so that I can like map it out a little better. It's just gonna be better if I put a teleporter there, trust me. And so in order to have a teleporter there and people not get lost, because this is like a big area, what I'm gonna do is grab these and make them like narrow down into the teleporter, if you know what I mean. So they're gonna kind of narrow down like this, as you see right here, and then on the other side as well. And you can't even see the end right there. It narrows down, and you can't even see that it's narrowing down, which is kind of cool. Look at that. And so now we're going to grab the teleporter. I don't think I've had a teleporter in one of my parks in a while. So let's place this. Oh, perfect angle right there. Nope, that's not the, we'll just place it and then we'll like delete it and we'll like kind of rotate it better. And then we'll put it a little more down and then maybe all the way back, like maybe right there. And we'll make both of them black like this, and boom, you can't even see the teleporters there and you just kind of walk straight into it. That's perfect. Okay, and then the other teleporter, I think we're just gonna make it like straight. Like we're gonna make it on the grid so then we don't have to like do a ton of stuff. You know what? Never mind. We're not gonna be using the teleporter because it actually kind of fits pretty good without having the teleporter there. So we're just gonna remove all this And we're gonna have it without this teleporter. And so the queue goes like this. So basically we're gonna have the big Bowser right here. We should probably put like a floor so we can walk around. So there's the big Bowser statue right here, and then it's gonna go to the right or left, I guess. So it's gonna go to the left right here, or yeah, it's the right. It's the right on the screen, but left with like the person. So right here, and it's gonna go through like a little area. It's gonna come back this way, and then it's gonna go back through this way. I know I fell. I'll get back up later. And then it's gonna go back through this way. So it's just gonna be like a zigzag that way, zigzag this way. And then there's a little bomb factory, like with those little bombs. They're like it's a factory where they make the bombs basically. And that's gonna be a room right here, and then it's just straight into the ride from there. Because there already is. Don't forget there's a whole queue path in this mountain that we've already built. So this is just like queue path part 2. So how do I get back up here? What in the oh, little gap right there. Oh my goodness, this is gonna save me right here. And for now we're gonna put these floors down, but we're gonna change them later and maybe add like some hexagons, or maybe I'll just do a picture of a hexagon and do that. I don't know. And we might need to delete this little piece right here because it kind of sticks out and I don't want it to. So wait, I think if we just delete it, it'll be all fine. We'll just kind of push it in and it's not going to make any difference. Yep. Okay. It's pretty good. All right. So now I have this entire floor planned out. I don't think it's going to be wider than this. And if it is, I guess I can make it wider. I don't know if it's going to allow me to do this wider. Oh, it is. Barely. Look at that. I feel like it's already almost crossing this border. But yeah, I'm going to make it as wide as I can. And this is what I got. So let's do that. I don't want to buy a new plot because if I'm going to buy a new plot, might as well just use the teleporter and make it somewhere else. So, I don't know. I have quite a bit of money though. 4 million ain't bad. And maybe for this bomb factory place, we can make it a little wider since we have all this space back here too. But I think for now, this is a pretty good size for this thing. I don't think we'll need bigger than this. And I don't think we're going to need this back layer that we made, but maybe. So we'll just keep it there for now and maybe we'll use it. Okay, I kind of got it all set up right now because we got the walls here. We're going to be remaking, you know, these bricks right here. We're going to make more inside. Oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever, but we're gonna put the bricks in here, and I guess right here is gonna be the big Bowser statue. That's what we're gonna work on mainly. Okay, now we're gonna make the base of the statue of the Bowser statue. So we're gonna go here. It's a hexagon apparently at the bottom. So we just gotta make it so that gap right there is just not as big. So we gotta like tighten the gap right there. Oh, I know how to tighten the gap. There we go. Okay, wait, that worked out like way better than I expected it to. And there's gonna be like a little layer on top of this before the actual statue. And we should get some lights in here before we do all this because I need to be able to see this lit up. So we'll get the cheap lights even though I have 4 million, but that's okay. And they're upside down for some reason, but it's fine. Okay, here's some light. Now we can actually see what yeah, it might be too bright. What in the... Let me put this back. 1 second. No, a little more. Still a tiny gap right here. We'll just get a new one actually. We'll put a new one right here. Perfect. I think we just need one light. We'll just destroy the other one. Yeah, I feel like it should be a little bigger than this, actually. Yeah, we're gonna make it a little bigger because this is just not very big of a base. And I just found out there's a base under the base of the base. Because why not, honestly? So we're gonna add just one little layer under all of this. Okay, now we're done with the base and the base of the base and the base of the base of the base. Now we can start building this thing. Well, actually, there are little like details on the outside of this thing. Maybe we should build that first and then the Bowser statue. So there are like little cylinders. Spheres. There are little ones of these kind of like around this thing. We'll place one there. They're pretty common. They're pretty commonly around. Okay, we put the little cylinders. Now I see a little bit of glitching here, so I think we're just gonna kind of offset them just a tiny bit so they don't glitch as much. Perfect. No more glitching. But for now, let's just start building this entire statue. If you guys don't know what it looks like, I'll show you right here on my screen. This is what it looks like right here. It's just this humongous statue. And so this entire statue right here, it has a lot of details basically. So it has the stomach right there, and then it has like a big tail and 2 big feet, and you know, just the whole thing. And so I think we're just gonna, you know, shoot our shot at it and see if this is gonna be good or not. I hope it turns out good. Okay, so about 2 hours after, well, it's the next day today, but it took me 2 hours to finish this, and I was so tired that I just stopped recording. But it took me about 2 hours to finish this statue, and I feel like it was worth it. Look at this thing. We ran into the item limit more like like maybe 3 or 4 more times during this, but I kind of improvised. It looks kind of bad on the the elbow. It doesn't have an elbow. Poor Bowser. And also the back of the head, the head is just kind of floating there. It's not even connected to the rest of his body. But other than that, Bowser turned out pretty good right here. I think this is going to be a really cool part of this theme park, basically. Yeah, it's pretty good. So now we're going to be adding just basically the rest of this. I'll be able to finish this today, but it's a lot, so we'll see. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. And then we're going to make an arch for this later. And then we're going to build this same thing, but on this other side right here. So basically, I'm just going to grab whatever middle piece is over here. That was probably not a good one, but we're still going to use it. Okay, then there's just kind of a frame out here, because the idea is that you're going through this queue path like this, and then you can see the other people going through the queue path in a different area. Like, it'll go around here, and then it's going to come back to like the Bowser statue, so you can see it one last time before you go onto the ride. So yeah, so we're gonna be able to like see the Bowser statue twice, and we're just building like a frame around it just to kind of like separate the two lines right here. So we're just gonna build these corners in here, and oh, that is not right. This is right. Okay, that's a cool little frame around there. And then maybe I should put this pole a little, oh, I did not delete the right thing. Maybe I should put this pole a little more forward like this. Okay, now I'm gonna make this archway right here. It's just kind of a metal archway, nothing special about it. It does supposed to have a Bowser logo that I might just do a picture of, because it's actually pretty hard to replicate, so we'll see. And here's the whole, like, what's it called again? The arch door. So we're gonna build one more over here, and there are supposed to be like some banners coming down that have like the Bowser logo on it and stuff. But I think that we're just gonna make images for those, and we'll do those later. So let's just start building like the actual queue over here too. Okay, now right here we're gonna start with this hallway, and so let's just do a little hallway going down. And this thing is in the way, so we'll probably just make it smaller. Yeah, that works. Oh, and this thing is also in the way, so let's just put that a little back too. And there's just these random poles sticking out I'd say every like, I don't know, honestly, every like 5 maybe. No, maybe a little less than 5. We'll do every 4. On the bottom of this, there's a little border, so let's just build the border. So there's like just a little edge, just like the entire castle had like that gray border right here. This is gonna have like a tan border. It's gonna be really thin though. It's not gonna be even close to as thick as the gray one. And then there's another set of these poles across to the other side over here. And I also just realized that this pole right here, it's supposed to be darker, and I don't know if it's just darker in this area or it's supposed to be darker for all of them, but I'm just gonna make this one darker because it looks like just darker in this area. Okay guys, I think I'm basically done with this hallway. These are supposed to be like blocks. They don't really look like blocks. I guess they kind of look like blocks, but the only things I have to add are like some paintings and maybe like, I don't know, some things that will use images. Some of the Bowser banners that we're gonna have images for later, we're gonna put on here on these walls, so it's not gonna be that plain. So now we're gonna be moving on to this room right here, which is a pretty big room, and it's really detailed. So let's start making this thing. Okay, this is kind of the base of the room. We kind of made the walls here, so it's gonna be kind of hard to make because it's a pretty big room, but it's gonna be, I don't know, we're gonna just try to build this thing. Okay guys, so after a little bit, I kind of mapped out the queue right here, so I just have to create the poles, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I have to make the poles like under it so that it's not just floating queue, but that's about how it's gonna look. There's gonna be a little area here with some decorations, here with some decorations, and all this is just gonna be decorations on the outside. So let's just start building the poles and the decorations. Now I have been working on this episode of Super Nintendo World for like about 4 or 5 hours, and so I think we're gonna be just stopping this here, and we're gonna work on the rest of the queue next time. So basically next episode we'll be finishing this area. We'll add some green windows. It'll be kind of cool. It'll go through here, and we'll make the bomb factory, which will be pretty cool too. So make sure to stick around for that next episode of Super Nintendo World, where we finish that queue and start on the Mario Kart ride potentially. So thanks for watching this episode. I think this Bowser statue was too good to be true. Look at this thing. But thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next part of this.